Hey guys, welcome to another video. Okay, before we dive into this video, I just want to say thank you for being here. If you're new to the channel, my name is Parth and I'm a graduate student at Purdue University. I've been making videos for almost 2 years now. So if you haven't subscribed or if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel. That'll mean a lot to me. Here's my Instagram here somewhere. Go give me a follow. I put up a lot of question and answers there. So maybe that'll interest you as well. So about this video, I was a little skeptical, a little doubtful that if I want to share it or not. But then I realized that if I'll share it, more people will know about it. More people will be aware about the situation. I thought of conveying this story by my wordings, but the person who this happened to has sent me a document telling everything which happened, and I don't think anything can describe it better than this. So I'm gonna read it off my phone, and it is titled as Detailed Record of Incidents of Vandalism, Property Damage and Mental Harassment Caused to Us. From the week of Christmas, we have been victim of such nuisance and hate crime in our apartment. A new neighbor moved in downstairs around the month of September-October, and as soon as he moved in, he started thumping on the ceiling whenever I was cooking or doing anything in the kitchen. We have documented below a series of events happened after that. So what happened in these apartment buildings, for example, the apartment building I'm living in as well, there are like 3 floors and these are wooden flooring. So whenever you're walking in the kitchen or anywhere, the other person who's downstairs, he or she is gonna hear what is happening. Like if somebody's walking, if somebody's playing with a ball. And we have gotten complaints as well, but nothing as crazy as this. So hear me out. Number 1, electricity problem, multiple times. And tire slashing, 3 tires. Around Christmas started electricity problem. Whenever I was cooking, electricity was going off many times every day continuously. It goes off and comes back after 3 to 5 minutes or so, and happening just in our unit, not to anyone else. However, since the electricity was coming back in 2-3 minutes, we did not bother much, and same was said by maintenance that all is fine. Then on New Year weekend, one of our tires of the car was flat, but not punctured, slashed from the side. Next day, second tire of the same car was flat, again slashed from the side, which was just assumed as a coincidence. Third day, another tire of our second car was slashed, which was parked outside the apartment for all of those past 3-4 days. All of this raised our suspicion and proved that somebody is doing all of this intentionally to us, including the electricity. Then around 2nd Jan 2018, the electricity went off and on for some time around 9:30 p.m. and then again went off at 10 p.m. We quickly ran down and found out that the main power control switch of our unit was turned upside down. All the MCBs for all units are located and easily accessible in a laundry room downstairs. The guy's apartment is just next to the laundry room. The gates are literally adjacent to each other. Also, at the same time, we saw the guy, his girlfriend, out of the building walking, which hinted us that they might have done it. So we called the security maintenance, and the maintenance guy explained that since none of the switches from the power control board inside our unit were down, there is no way in the world that the main switch downstairs in the laundry room would go down itself, unless somebody else manually does it. And even if it goes down, it can never come up on its own. It has to be done manually. One thing to note is that this is the first time we ourselves went down to inspect the MCBs and realized that it is the cause of a problem, and the guy living downstairs did notice us, and this was the very first time also that the electricity never came back. Remember how you used to come back in 3 to 5 minutes? This is the first time it never came back. As obviously, if it did after us seeing the MCB down, then it'll right away prove that some person was involved. We filed the police complaint, and the police talked to our neighbors directly downstairs about us casually. After that, the electricity problem never happened. There's a case number given here. The case was filed. However, after that, he started continuously thumping us now with every move. For example, if I'm walking, the person downstairs if thumping on the ceiling just to make sure to irritate us the same way. Point 2. Broken windshield 2 times. To protect our car, we rented one garage and one car was still parked outside. After some days, the windshield of the car park outside was broken. Looked like somebody hammered it at multiple places. A police complaint was filed. The case number is given here. This also led us to install camera. But still, after some days on March 23rd, the windshield again broke and had a small hole. Now the electricity problem happened in January and this is from March. This small windshield again broke and had a small hole. Looked like somebody threw something from distance to avoid the camera. This was the same day we were flying to India for a vacation for around a month and a half. We noticed the broken windshield on my way to airport, so this incident was never reported to the police. I was informed by the person who sent me this that he burnt the camera which was outside the apartment. The apartment building, the apartment complex didn't have any cameras, and this is pretty common in a lot of apartment buildings because they do not want to get into any kind of case or any kind of clash between tenants. So they did not have a camera. The camera set up by the resident of the upper apartment was burnt down by the person who was doing this to them. Number 3. Tire slashing again, 2 tires. As we returned from vacation around May 16th, 2018, we rented another garage to park both of our cars inside. After 3 days, on May 19th, we attended a wedding in a location around 20 miles away from where we live. When we were returning back, we saw that somebody again slashed 2 more tires of a car. We talked to the management there and they said this has never happened on this venue and none of the other hundreds of cars there was damaged. There was a case filed again in the local station at that area. Number 4, bleach in laundry. Then in July, we were doing laundry. My husband went upstairs to our apartments to bring more clothes and then saw this guy going out with a shopping bag. This established the fact that the guy knew it was our clothes in the washer and he was the only one other than us aware of that and nobody else saw us. After some time, when I went downstairs to change clothes and put it in dryers, all the clothes were turned discolored, white. Somebody had put a whole bottle of bleach in there. Whole building was smelling like chlorine, bleach, and it was very strong smell. Also witnessed by a police officer who came to file the report. Case number is given here in the local police department. We started doing our laundry somewhere else. Number 5, stalking and following. Now, falling short of things to vandalize or destroy, the guy started passing bad comments and words. On August 17, when I was going to work, the guy started following me to work, which was reported to the police same day. Case number is filed here in the local police department. Then on August 22, as I was taking my car out of garage to drop my child to my friend's apartment, I saw him coming out of his apartment. So I waited there to let him go first. And when he left, I went away the opposite direction to just avoid him. But as soon as I reached there, I saw him in his car already outside my friend's building, just standing on the way. So I did not drop my child and just continued driving. As I was waiting to cross the road out of this property, I saw his car leaving the property from the other end and saw his car passing on a name of the road. So I quickly took a U-turn and went back to drop my child. But as soon as I reached there, he came back and I saw him and his car again. I again waited there just sitting inside the car. As soon as I saw him leaving, I left for my work. When I reached my work and parked, somebody honked at me and I saw it was him in this car. He wanted to make sure that I see that he is there. Case number is filed here in the local police station in the office location. Ending notes. This is a complete nightmare and is not stopping at all even after multiple police complaints and warnings. We are extremely worried for our safety, but more importantly, safety of my child. This guy followed us and know where I live where my child goes for play dates, and where I work. So many things can't be a coincidence and is a very high degree mental and emotional harassment. I'm gonna leave it to that. I don't have words to say. This started off in December Christmas time, and it went on until August of 2018. And even after filing multiple police complaints, the only thing which has happened until now is that the apartment building has not let him renew his lease in the same apartment complex. I'm gonna leave it to that. I'm leaving a link in the description where it just says that if you want to share any kind of racist experiences which has happened to you, please feel free to do that. If you want to maintain your anonymity, that's fine as well. It's your choice if you want to put your name or not. But I'll make a second video on this, maybe an update, maybe letting you know how to handle this situation. I hope this was useful. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And until then, I'll see you in the next one.